So recently Google has announced a new embedding model called Embedding Gemma. It's a 300 million parameter model and it is supposed to be a mobile first embedding model. And what it means is you can load this model in as little RAM as 300 megabyte, obviously using quantization. The size that it comes in is 1.2 GB, and with quantization you can decrease it even more. Google has released this model in conjunction with one another model called Gemma 3N, which is also a mobile first model, but that is a LLM. So let's go to the article. Now this is an article which was released on September 4th last week, and this talks about the embedding Gemma model. It's a open embedding model, which means you can use it for your purpose for downstream tasks such as RAG. But this is not the selling point of this model. The selling point of this model is that it is open source first of all, and also it can be run on small devices and it can run offline. So now what you can do is you can couple this model with already existing Gemma 3N. Now this Gemma 3N what it will do is you can combine these two models and basically create a offline kind of application which do not depend on internet. Okay, because using API require you to require your user to get connected to internet. That barrier is slowly moving away. Using quantized embedding Gemma and quantized Gemma 3N, you can run these models on small devices, and as the Google is claiming, it can be run on 300 megabyte of RAM as well. The dimensions of embeddings that it generates are 768. Although you don't need to store all these numbers, because one recent research paper showed that even if you take first some set of numbers out of these 768, you can get pretty much similar performance, and that's what is also printed here on the model page of embedding Gemma. So on this page you can see its performance. Let me show you. Yeah, so benchmark performance. So when they have used 780 full dimension, this is what the performance were, but they kept decreasing it, and it was seen that even utilizing 128 entries of the vectors, we don't see much reduction in the mean score. And this particular notebook that we see, what I have done is I have loaded this embedding Gemma on Jupyter Notebook, not Jupyter Notebook but Colab Notebook, and here I am using this model. Now this is a gated model because it has been released recently. So now you need to go to Hugging Face, log in, and then accept their terms and conditions that you don't use this model for any wrong purposes, obviously. So now once you accept your accept the terms and conditions of this repo, what you can do is you can come here, you can go to the secrets, and you can enter your secrets in the Hugging Face token, so that once you start downloading the model, they can recognize that who is downloading the model, and correspondingly they can allow you access. So once we run this model, as usual, we define some queries and documents, and we compute query embeddings and document embedding. I'm personally telling you it's really fast. Okay, because it's fast because first of all it's very small, it's not very large. This can be fit into your RAM as well, but to run it you might need some GPU support. Okay, so then we compute similarities by doing model.similarity, and then we rank it, and we see that the first document is the most similar document, and that is this one, not first but second, because Python's indexing starts from 0. So which planet is known as the red planet? Mars, known for its reddish appearance, is often referred to as red planet. So yeah, so this is what I wanted to talk about in this video. I had been already exploring Gemma 3, and I am quite impressed with its results. Now I would try this model in conjunction with Gemma 3 and try to see if I can get if I can create something cool and some really mobile friendly offline applications, and I'll keep you updated and share the progress with you as I move along. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.